Hello guys, welcome to Hankins Custom Rifles and another episode of Hank's TV. Today we're sitting out here at the range. It's about 8 o'clock in the evening. Been waiting on the wind to calm down today. It's been 95 degrees all day. It's pretty hot and muggy outside, but I've got a rifle I want to get test fired so I can get it shipped off to the customer. And what we've got today is a 7mm Remington short action ultra mag. Out of all the years that I've been building rifles, and out of the hundreds of rifles I've built, I've never built a short action ultra mag. Back in the late 1990s or maybe the early 2000s, we had a cartridge blow up. Everybody was introducing all kinds of new cartridges. Remington came out with their big ultra mags, Winchester came out with their short magnums, and then Remington come out with their short action ultra mags. Well, needless to say, the short action ultra mag didn't make it very good. It's very rare, you don't see very many of them. Ammunition is very rare. There's not very much of a selection for your factory loaded ammunition, and to be honest with you, this Nosler Trophy Grade is the only box of ammunition I could find, and I got that for Midway. And let's see, it's a 160 grain AccuBond 7mm short action ultra mag. Some people call them the SAUMs, 7mm SAUM. They did a 300 SAUM, and I don't believe it went very well either. So the Winchester short magnum, Winchester's short magnum is the one that beat out the SAUM cartridges. So you just don't see very many of them, but they're really an accurate cartridge. So we built one for a customer, and now I can add the 7mm Remington short action ultra mag reamers to my list of reamers that I have. Let's see, to move on, the gun is built on a bat action. This is a left load, left eject, but it has a right hand bolt on it, so you can load it and eject it from the left side, catch all your cartridges over here. It's a model MB. It's their MB action. It's got two lugs on the bolt. It's pretty much very similar to a Remington 700. We've got a bolt release over here on the left side, so you can take the bolts out real easy. It's got a stainless steel bat trigger guard. We've got a jewel trigger with a bottom safety. Right here is your safety to put the safety on and off. The barrel is a Bartlett barrel, and this was a 1 8.5 twist. We finished it out at 26 inches, put a mirror polish on the barrel and the action and the muzzle brake, so we polished it up really nice. That's a homemade muzzle brake. I make those here in my shop on CNC equipment. Getting back to the action, it's got a built-in Picatinny rail. That rail is made on the action. It's not bolted on there, it's machined in with the action when they make it. The bolt is fluted. I mean, it's top of the line. You can't get any better than a bat action. The stock on this gun is a Macmillan stock, and it's one of their target model stocks. I'm not sure what the exact model number is on this, or what they call it, but it's a Macmillan stock. The customer sent this to me, so I didn't order it, and I can't remember what it was called. It's got an adjustable butt plate on it, so the butt pad can slide up and down if you needed to. The scope we've got on this gun is a Night Force Attacker. This is their new model. It's a 5.5 power to 25 power, really nice 34mm tube. Got some great big knobs up here, good windage adjustments, good parallax adjustments over here. And I bore sighted it just now, looking through the barrel and adjusting the crosshairs to line up on the target. And we're going to shoot a few rounds and see what we can do with this thing at 100 yards. The barrel's brand new, so we'll see what we can get. Let's go ahead and put one in there, and we'll fire off our first shot. make a few adjustments to our front rest, get everything settled in nice and tight. We've got a rear bag where the gun can slide under recoil, which it shouldn't move much with that muzzle brake on there. Okay guys, I can see that hole in the target. It's quite a bit low, probably 8 inches and maybe 2 inches to the right, but I'm just going to go ahead and shoot 3 so we can see what kind of group we get right off the bat out of this barrel without moving anything. You see how nice this left load, left eject is? You could really grab your brass real easy. Okay, practically no recoil. The gun's shooting really good so far. We've already got a 1/2 inch group or less with the first 3 shots out of the gun. We've got 2 in the exact same hole. Matter of fact, the second 2 are in the same hole. The first one was just a tad bit high. So what I'm going to do now is make an adjustment on the scope. We've got 3 dots on our target. We're going to shoot at the center dot with the next group of 3. So let's make the scope adjustment. And we will shoot another group. Okay guys, that next group should be pretty much in that dot. So let's see what we get with our next 3 shots. And it looks like we've got another 1/2 inch group right on the orange dot. So we're going to take a 5 or 10 minute break, let this barrel cool down for just a second, and we're going to shoot 2 more groups. Okay guys, we've let the barrel cool down for a few minutes, and what I'm going to do now is shoot 2 groups. I've got 6 shells out here on the bench. I've got 2 groups down there already. One is way off the dots. One is on the center dot. The next 2 groups, I'm going to shoot the top dot first and the bottom dot last, and that'll give us 4 total groups down there on the target. So I'm just going to go ahead and shoot 6 straight through, see what we get. So far the gun's shooting pretty good. This is factory ammunition, 160 grain AccuBond. So it's more of a hunting type bullet than it is a target bullet. The customer that bought this gun has bought 3 rifles from me already. This is his 4th one, and he really knows how to make the hand load shoot good. I built him a 6.5 by 284 last summer. I did a 6BR for him, and I think I did a 308 one time. That was his first gun he bought several years back. So let's go ahead and shoot this 7mm, and I'll be able to call him and tell him the rifle's ready, and we'll get that shipped off to him. All right guys, we got some pretty good heat going on here in this barrel. That was 6 shots, no delays between the firings there. I didn't really take a lot of time. We shot 2 really good groups, the first one being the best group. So we're going to go on down there to the target, and we'll see what kind of groups we shot with this rifle, and I'll go call Todd tonight and tell him his gun's done. So I think he'll be more than pleased, and he'll work up some hand loads with this thing that will, I'm sure, will drive tacks. So let's go on out there to the 100-yard target and take a look, see what we got. Okay guys, here we are down at the target, 100 yards. Here's that first group that I told you I shot that was low and a couple inches to the right. The very first group out of the gun measures 405 center to center. I always write it down as MOA, but it's actually a little more than MOA. So if you did the math, it'd be a little smaller than that. Our second group that I shot is the worst group out of the whole batch. It's exactly .625 center to center. There again, I write it as MOA, but it's a little over. And we let the barrel cool down for about 10 or 15 minutes. We fired another 3-shot group right here, .220 center to center. So that's definitely a pretty tight group right there. Then we shot our 4th group, and it come down here, and I shot 2 bullets high actually, and 1 right there, but it still measures a .450. So 3 out of the 4 groups are under a 1/2 inch. I'd say Todd will be pretty happy with that. We were shooting Nosler, AccuBonds, 160 grain factory loads. So the AccuBond is more of a hunting bullet than it is a target bullet. So we got some really good results with the factory loads from Nosler. Now, again, I want to thank you guys for watching my videos. I appreciate you all subscribing to my channels. I've got a few people that are subscribing, and I really do appreciate you guys doing that. So I'm going to ask you, if you haven't subscribed, to go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Visit my message board at hanksmessageboard.freeforums.net. Join the board, get in on some of the fun, share your targets, share your experiences, your hunting, your target shooting, whatever you like to do, outdoors, fishing, whatever, it's all there. And visit my website if you need anything. Rifles built, call me, I'll take care of you. And like I've been saying, you can pay more, but you can't buy better. Buy it from Hankins Custom Rifles and I'll take care of you. We'll build it right the first time. You won't be sending it back. Till next time, fellas, y'all have a great day, and go out and do some shooting like this right here. There's nothing beats an accurate rifle. Nothing more fun to shoot it on, sit on the bench and shoot groups like this all day long. So you guys call me up next time you need a project, and I'll take care of you. We'll see you later.